Hare Krishna. How to be successful in life. The secret to success in life is known in Sanskrit as sadhana, meaning deep practice. Not practice like a general sense, that is like abhyas in Sanskrit, or some kind of repeated practice. But sadhana is something more than what we conceive of in English as simple practice. Sadhana is a wholehearted endeavor to achieve a specific aim. It is such an endeavor, along with the adoption of all necessary measures to achieve that goal. Without a full-fledged endeavor in the pursuit of one's sadhana, achieving success will remain a far-off dream instead of an actuality. Perfection in sadhana requires one-pointed attention. Weak-willed pursuit of one's goals will not lead to success. Sadhana, it is the engine that propels you to success, but a car with an undecided driver who tries to go in many directions simultaneously will just spin in circles, out of control. Sadhana should therefore be one-pointed. We should not have many branched objectives if we want to be successful in them. Krishna states in the Bhagavad Gita, Vyavasayatmaka buddhir ekaha kurunandana bahusaka hyanantascha buddhaya avyavisayanam, which basically means that the minds of those who are resolute are one-pointed. Ekaha kurunandana, while those who are many branched in their determinations and in their pursuits, they do not achieve success. Restlessness and distraction, inability to focus on one's steadfast goal, these are obstacles in the path of the perfection of sadhana. Laziness and procrastination, they are the enemies of sadhana. Sadhana, it is like the engine of success, but an engine needs fuel. The fuel of sadhana is internal spiritual drive. It is an unstoppable desire, an unquenchable thirst. To be successful, you need to decide what you truly want, and if you want it badly enough. Everything else must be like secondary, like a side effect of the achievement of your goal. You must pursue your goal with a passion. Life does not generally give the luxury of being able to have one pointed focus on goal pursuit with nothing else, with no distractions. But if you really want success, you must be willing to give the lion's share, give the best part of your time and energy in pursuit of your goals. Or your goal. It shouldn't even be goals. You should give the best part of your time and energy to the pursuit of your goal. Be one-pointed. If you have to think at the same time, if you have to think what your goal is, then your chances of success are slim. A true goal isn't something that flickers like the flame of a candle, whichever way the wind blows. If your goal is something you need to know in your heart. You need to know that it is right for you, it is your purpose. Your goal in life is not something that can be given to you by others from outside. A true goal is inbuilt within you. It is part of your spiritual constitution. In Sanskrit, this is known as your dharma. Dharma is your true nature. It is not an acquired nature or a covering of your true self. Dharma is your highest nature. It may be your unborn or like sleeping nature. It could be like a seed that is yet to sprout. It could be like your highest nature that is like the mountaintop you have to strive to reach. It is your true self, your true nature, your true purpose. That is your dharma. It's not something that is like an external covering of your true self. And your true dharma, it's not given from outside. People can point you in the direction of the discovery of your true self, your true dharma, but ultimately you must discover your dharma. At the same time, don't be worried if you haven't discovered your dharma. It doesn't mean you can't be successful. We just shouldn't take up whimsical pursuits. We should be careful not to waste our life pursuing what other people tell us to do, or what other people want us to do. Instead, we should take the advice of people who we really believe and feel that they have our best interest at heart. People may tell us, friends, parents, they may tell us, become an engineer or become a lawyer, become a doctor. But does that resonate inside every pore of your being as your true purpose? If you feel your purpose in life is to achieve monetary success, then there are many paths to achieve wealth and prosperity. There are many paths to money, but remember that money can't buy you success, nor happiness, nor love. Money amplifies your ability to do good or wrong. Wealth will come to you if it is your destiny, your karma. But money is not an end-all, be-all measure of success. It'll be hard to find a child who, when asked, what do you want to be in when you grow up, will say, oh, I just want to be fabulously wealthy. Perhaps you'll find a few, but useful wealth, it is like a side effect of success. It is not the goal in itself. So if you haven't yet found your goal in life, you should set aside some time for its discovery instead of wasting energy in various pursuits. If you don't know your true goal or dharma, don't be afraid to do a little digging. It's better than spending a lot of energy going the wrong direction. The Greek philosophers thus stated, the unexamined life is not worth living. Human life, it's not meant to be spent just like animals, just eating and sleeping and mating and defending one's territory. That's not the purpose of human life, just idly passing one's time, maintaining one's life. Human life has a higher purpose, but is tied into your individual constitution, your individual self, your individual dharma. It is not. So that's something you may need to excavate by introspection, by sadhana. Teachers, favorable environment, association, these can help you to discover your dharma. Your association is like of prime importance, but still, ultimately, you must walk your own path. Your friends, your relatives, your associates, they are walking on their own path. They may be walking on the same path alongside you. But if you stop yourself, then you can never achieve success. If you want success, don't confuse movement with progress. At the same time, don't be afraid to stumble and fall. When you're learning how to walk, then you will stumble and you will fall. Thus, it is like failure. It is like the crucible of success. But just because you fall again and again, we shouldn't become habituated to failure. Don't accept the status quo. The status quo is complacency, mediocrity. So to be successful, you need to know where you are now, where you want to go, and how to get there. These three basic stages are known in Sanskrit as Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan. They are conceived of in a very high spiritual sense. To truly know where you are now, you need to have true knowledge of the self, the true self, and its distinction from matter, material nature, as well as knowledge of the absolute truth, the all-pervading supreme consciousness. These are the three parts of Sambandha. Sambandha has three parts. So it means knowledge of your interrelationship with the self, with nature, and with God or the Absolute, with the divine spiritual being. the absolute truth. When you discover these three things, then you will have developed Sambandha Gyan, knowledge of your spiritual relationship pertaining to your true identity. Once you have this determined, then you can, along with it naturally will come a prayojan or goal. That is where you are going. And to get there, then you need a process or a pathway. That is called Abhideya, the process. The Abhideya or processes you take to achieve your goal, that is called sadhana. You need to know, therefore, these three things. What is my sambandha? Who am I? Where am I now? What is my nature? What is my purpose? Where am I going? And what is the nature of myself? What is the nature of this world and the nature of the transcendental reality? What is the nature of divine consciousness? What is the nature of individual consciousness? And what is the nature of matter? What is the distinction between spirit and matter? And what is the nature of the supreme transcendent consciousness? Or the supreme personality? If we know these three things, the self, nature, and the divine entity, and our relation with them, position, then we identify our prayojan, our goal. Then we can identify our abhideya, the process to achieve that goal. Then we can strive with full-fledged endeavor to achieve that one-pointed aim. And by doing so, we will certainly be successful. So I wish you the best of luck on your journey. May you achieve the highest kalyan or welfare. Thank you for your time. Hare Krishna.